Hello everyone, this is JPO, and I just wanted to say Happy New Year and thank you for a wonderful 2023. I can't really believe that another year has gone by. I say this every year, but it seems quicker every year. Although this year was interesting, it was very different. I've heard say that this was a very good year. Like the past few years, I was enjoying university, but this year I graduated. That was half a year ago, like earlier in this year. Feels like a long time ago, but like my first half of this year was just jam-packed full of excitement. The first week of January, I went on my senior trip to New York City, got to see a couple Broadway shows. I was very intentional this year, my final semester of university, to be more open and just being less introvert and just trying to talk to my fellow classmates to get to know them better before the end. And yeah, it was a really good experience. I got to just hang out with people that before I would just like go home and just watch television. Instead, I just tried to be more intentional about talking to people. And it was a great time. It was just a great experience to finish off just some really great classes, work on some really good homework and projects, and meet a lot of really cool people. Graduating was a whole thing. A lot of emotions were going on in the first half of the year, so because of those emotions, I had to express them some way, so I made content here and there. You didn't really see it much on YouTube, but like on other platforms, just for like friends and such, I would just create fun, stupid content, which is great and which is fun. But after I graduated, the second half of the year was just kind of went by. It was stressful and just a little mundane because I kept not hearing back from the many job applications I sent out, and then not getting the jobs that I was hoping to get. And so it's really weird because you think that, oh, college, after college, you know what you're gonna do. But yeah, I'm in this weird place where I'm not really sure what to do next. I've done what I've wanted to do. I'm not really sure what my next goal is. Like, obviously, it's to find a good job that utilizes my skills, but I'm not sure what it's going to look like for next year, so that's the big plan I'm working on. Yeah, second half of the year was pretty uneventful, but I got back, because it was uneventful, I got back to just doing reaction videos because I had the time, and I wasn't really enjoying Generation 5 of My Little Pony, so came back and did some reaction videos, and I'm doing reaction videos to Generation 1 of My Little Pony. That's over on the second channel. That's been fun, and I do plan to continue doing that throughout the next year, at least for Generation 1. Yeah, this year I also just worked on a huge project that I've been working and planning on for a couple years, Life After My Little Pony. I highly recommend it. It's my magnum opus of just a lot of thoughts and feelings about my entire experience of the fandom. And coming up in 2024, I'm also working on another big project that I've been working on for a really long time as well, and hopefully it is a good one. I hope that's a good one. Other things that we've been doing is that the Binging Barbie podcast has been going really well. We've caught up to all the Barbie movies. We've watched the main Barbie movie. And you know what? Like, we're still going. We have plans for the whole nother year of just doing toy stuff. We got Monster High. I don't know what the schedule is fully, but we have a whole year of just more podcasts going on. And speaking of podcasts, we've also announced that our podcast Name in Brackets series is coming to an end. It's not fully coming to an end. It's mainly just the current run between me and Christopher. We've been doing it for almost 4 years. We've been running out of material, running out of steam, and we just think we should close it off and just, instead of calling weekly to do the podcast, we just call weekly just to hang out. So, yeah, that's coming to an end. We still plan to do the podcast every year for like the top 5 films, but yeah, 2023, really good year. Yeah, so many ups and downs and just emotions. Like, even though the first half was very eventful, the second half not so eventful. It's really weird, but hey, I've really watched it. I've been to the theater the most this year in a really long time. I've been at least 10 times. I've watched the most films I've watched in a long time because of Letterboxd. Oh boy, like writing reviews like every other day for films has just been a whole thing. But I've been enjoying this year in general. I hope 2024 is good. Hopefully. My main goals for this next year is just to find a much more stable job environment that I like working in and just fits the thing that I've been doing with my entire time in university, instead of just like, yay, retail. Yeah. Again, we're going to continue with the Barbie podcast. I'm going to continue reacting to Generation 1 of My Little Pony. I don't know if I'll be going into Generation 2 this next year or the year after that, but who knows. Yeah, so again, just thank you for another good year. Really good year. And hopefully this next one is a lot more stable than where it's been recently. So yes, thank you guys for this good year, and I'll see you all next year. Or now. Bye.